Hey y'all. I'm traveling home and I'm just sitting here thinking about a conversation that I had with one of my coworkers earlier today, and we were talking about how God has been there for us, like no matter the situation. Like, he has never ever failed us. So the question that I want to ask you is, why are we out here worrying about stuff when we know that God has never failed us, ever? I mean, when I talk about it, I think about like the times that, I didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't hardly pay my bills. My children were separated. And I think about how I never missed a meal. My lights never got cut off. I mean, even though it may not have been what I wanted to eat, and I may not have even been driving the car that I wanted to drive, but I always had transportation. I always had gas. I never missed a meal. My lights never got cut off. I always had a cell phone. Now, one thing that I didn't have was like TV, like cable or something like that. But that was not a necessity because I always had access to movies. So I'm just using those small things to help people understand, or to help you understand, that God is always there. He is always there. And we tend to worry about the things that we're going through, knowing that He's going to work it out. And that is the beauty in having a relationship with God, is that He never leaves us. He never leaves us. Even though we can't hear Him speaking all the time, He is always there. That is the one consistent thing in your life, and that is God. He is never going to fail you. He's never going to leave you. He may not allow some things, true enough, but He's doing it for the betterment of you. If He sees something that we don't see, then yeah, that relationship is not going to work. Nope. That job offer is going to fall through. That house that you wanted, you won't get. That vehicle that you're trying to buy that you know that you cannot afford to pay for, He's not going to allow you to sign the papers to get it. But that's just how He is. He loves us so much. And we forget that. And I just really wanted to say to that person that is out there worrying, get those knots out of your stomach and start speaking the word of God over you. God is our provider. God told us in His word to be still and know that He is God. Those are words that you need to speak over yourself when you are going through trials and tribulations and it looks a certain way. We got to understand that we got to live. If we say that we have a relationship with God and we are out here living this thing called life, we have to actually live what we say we believe. And that means that we need to live by faith. We can't keep looking at what's in front of us. Yeah, the light bill is due and you don't have a $5 in your account. I've been there. The light bill has been due and I didn't have the money, but God made a way every single time to make sure that my lights were on, to make sure we had running water, to make sure we had a vehicle to drive, we had food. It may not have always been what we wanted, but it was there. So whoever is out here in these streets, running around here worrying about how they gonna do this, how they gonna do that, chill out. Chill out and get in your word and start speaking these things over your life, and start realizing that the more that you speak the word of God out of your mouth, that the less worrying you will start to do. You'll start to feel the peace of God instead of the worrying of the enemy.